Hey guys, welcome to the page. I'm Ken Smith with Ken Smith Gallery, and we are going to try to fix our weeping gas tank at the steering wheel column hold using this. That's right, we're going to give it a shot. Now we've also are going to do another modification to really make this hold up. So we're going to see how well we do and how well it holds up. So stay tuned. Okay, now before we even get started with this, I already know that this is, for lack of a better way of saying it, it's a hack job, and I get it. I know the proper way of doing this. The fixing it is to pull it out, pull the gas tank out, take it over to a facility that repairs gas tanks. I know that. This is a hack job. I know that. So if you want to do a silly little comment, save it for another video. In the meantime, let's get started. I'm going to show you what I did. So one of the very first things you have to do, or what I did, was I used a brass. You might be able to see that. There you go. I used a brass wire wheel that you can get at your local big box store. And this is what I used to clean all the rust off and all the paint off, because we have to have a clean, dry surface to work with. And so I used this when I got just kind of underneath there and get everything shiny and new. And then when we're done doing that, you want to wipe the area off with some mineral spirits, and that should remove anything, any oils, and get a nice clean surface to work with to apply that two-part epoxy putty that's inside the kit. So there's a reason why I used a brass wheel. Some of them are called bronze, but either brass or bronze, that's fine. The reason why is because I didn't want this to happen. So a little humor there, but at any rate, you get the idea. I drained the gas tank and made sure, like I said earlier, the area was completely clean. And I used the brass wheel, put some electric tape actually right here on the metal portion so that it just reduced the possibility of creating a spark. And I wanted to remain as safe as I could, and obviously that's what I ended up doing. Disclaimer again is that to repair the gas tank properly, you really should take it out, remove it, and bring it to a repair shop. I'm just explaining to you what I did. Now, at the time that I actually did this repair, this was actually 2 years ago, prior to the date that I upload this video, pretty much. And I used the Permatex kit, which includes the putty, little sandpaper, and 2 alcohol swabs. Now here is a view of the Permatex putty that I put on. This is 2 years old and still holding. No weeping, no seeping, no gas smell. And again, you don't need to be a keyboard warrior. I know that this is not a permanent fix, but it's certainly been a solution for at least the last couple of years until I get around to pulling the gas tank out and actually getting it fixed right. If you know anything about taking the gas tank out of a 30 or a 31, it's not particularly easy. And I will be pulling it out because I obviously have to replace the roof wood and the top, and some of the work that needs to be done for that duplicates what needs to be done for
the removal of the gas tank. So at that juncture, both will probably come out and get done right. But again, been a pretty good solution for the last 2 years and about 3,500 miles, so I'm not going to complain. So this is the 1931 steering column bracket. Obviously, Ford recognized that there was a problem supporting the steering column from the gas tank, and eventually it would leak. Now, this is the 31 bracket, and so, however, I found out that they actually made 2 different length ones, and obviously the car that I had, I needed the longer one. This one is the same size as the reproduction, and it's readily available at swap meets pretty cheap. The longer one, on the other hand, is quite expensive. I didn't want to spend a ton of money, and so, as the story goes, I ended up making this wood spacer. This is about 3/4 of an inch thick, and this gave me just the perfect drop so that, as you can see here, I'm no longer, and you can kind of see a little bit of a gap right there. If I put my finger behind it, kind of blocks the light. Gives me just enough space so that I don't have to worry about the gas tank actually supporting the steering column, or the steering column moving and hitting the gas tank. This is, like I said, this has been like this now for 2 years, and still no leaks. Now this is just kind of a copy of the template that or the extension that I made. I made this first one. It was actually too thin. And so it didn't have the clearance that I needed. And since it was kind of a one-man band trying to do this, it took a couple of attempts. But the second attempt, obviously it worked, and you can see that it's holding well.
I hope today's video was at least fun for you to watch and enjoy. Remember to give us a like and a subscribe. It's super important to us. It helps to encourage us to continue to bring content. There's a subscribe button that should appear right here. And if you want to watch another video, check this one out right here. And have a wonderful day and be blessed.